I read a post from a man who's been dating a woman for about a month. He's planned all the dates. She accepts warmly. She's affectionate, expressive in person, and they have slept together. She responds quickly and enthusiastically when he texts, but she almost never initiates contact. So he's asking,
Is this just feminine energy? Is she wanting to be led? Or is something else going on?
so this is a great question and also a deeply overmystified one. Let me start with something unsexy but true. This usually has very little to do with feminine energy. I actually did a very unscientific experiment years ago and discovered something fascinating. Men, as a group, often say they love when women initiate and then respond noticeably worse when women actually do. Shorter replies, less enthusiasm, more slow fade, a lot fewer dates. None, to be precise. So, a lot of women learn, consciously or unconsciously, to lean back early, especially in the first couple of months. Not to manipulate, but to observe, to see, will this man carry interest over time? Is his pursuit consistent? Does his effort drop if I don't prop it up? There's also something else happening here, and it came up in my recent workshop, Broke Isn't the Problem: Men, Money, and the Myths Sabotaging Modern Dating. There's this feeling I've dubbed Initifatigue. Initifatigue is what happens when one person, often men in dating, but not always, ends up doing all the initiating, all the planning, all the emotional momentum work, and quietly burns out. A lot of women also know this dynamic. They've been on the other side of it in past relationships, being the emotional scheduler, manager, and grand high poobah of love, or nothing would happen. So early on, some women intentionally don't initiate, not because they're uninterested, but because they're watching to see if the connection has legs without them managing it. Now, could there be other explanations? Of course. She could be busy. She could be cautious. She could be used to men leading early. She could assume if he wants to talk, he'll text. None of those automatically mean disinterest. That said, if this dynamic doesn't work for you, the answer isn't guessing harder. It's eventually having a calm, curious conversation. Not,
Why don't you ever text first?
but something like,
Hey, I've noticed I tend to initiate most of our contact. I'm enjoying getting to know you, and I'm curious how you like to stay connected.
and one more thing, this matters. Be careful what you wish for. I've seen men encourage more initiation, unlock the floodgates, and then feel overwhelmed and lose interest because it suddenly felt like too much. The TLDR: humans are weird. Dating is full of pattern matching from past experiences, and early behavior is often about risk management, not games. Hope this helps. When someone doesn't initiate early on, do you read that as disinterest or as caution? Why? If you're trying to make sense of early dating dynamics, especially around effort, initiation, and mixed signals, I can help. I offer a free 15-minute Big Ask consultation where we look at patterns, not guesses, and help you decide what actually works for you. No scripts, no gender wars, just clarity.